live.
144, we starting too. Yeah, we good.
Shalom. First and foremost, all praise, honor, and glory to
Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Bahadash.
Double honors to the apostles, and salutate you, brothers, in this thing in sincerity and truth and with charity. I just got the episode of The Spirit Like the Wind, episode 70, man. And actually, we're going to just hop into it now. You get the script while we flip. Let's see. Right.
Yeah, you want to go?
Oh, well, script. You want to see? We ain't got focus. Mine is kind of like a stack deck because I got so many pages, but I actually love it on what you got?
I got Ezekiel 35.
I'm in Ezekiel 16. So Ezekiel for certain. Let's go to Ezekiel 35.
Yeah.
That's what we're going to do. That's great. Ezekiel 35 is perfect because guess what we can still do? The first part. So let's let's go. And we can get Proverbs. Damn, I'm so moved. Weird code. Man. What is it? Proverbs 1.
What was it? 19?
17.
17.
This is Proverbs 1 and verse 17. Surely in vain.
Somebody Obadiah had the things Esau sought up.
This Proverbs 1 and 17. Surely in vain the net is spread in the sight of any bird, and they lay wait for their own blood. They lurk heavily for their own lives. So are the ways of everyone that is greedy of gain, which taketh away the life of the owners thereof.
So read that over one time,
Cut.
17.
This Proverbs 1 verse 17. Surely in vain the net is spread in the sight of any bird.
So you gotta visualize that, man. The bird, they know to avoid it. All right, they know not to run into it. All right, and that's what Esau's done. Man, they set traps to catch men. Read the next verse.
Verse 18. And they lay wait for their own blood. They lurk privately for their own lives.
So Esau has laid a trap. Now, end of the day, they're gonna fall into their own fucking shit. But they lay traps for Jake, man. All right, and it's our job to expose them, man. All right, through the knowledge of Yahweh Shem Shah, letting us know what's going on to expose these devils, so our people don't fall into that trap, man. All right, because Esau has sought blood, man. And they have a perpetual hatred against us, man. They want to wipe us out. This is their whole mission. So it's our job, in Psalms 82, man, to rid the poor and the needy, man, from the hands of the wicked. This is Proverbs 11 and 9. A hypocrite with his mouth destroyed his neighbor. All right, so like it says in Daniel 7, they should speak great words against the Most High. They can change times and seasons. Right, if they change the laws, they speak wickedly, they spread lies. All right, so they lead to death, man. This is all part of Esau's game, man, to get control. But through knowledge shall the just be delivered. So how do you stop the bird from getting caught up? They got to see the trap, man. We got to speak this truth. We got a Second Thessalonians, the 2nd chapter.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm gonna grab it so that you brothers can know what I mean by that.
I got a precept that says basically the same thing that we just read. It's Proverbs 12 and 6. The words of the wicked are to lie in wait for blood, but the mouth of the upright shall be delivered.
What you at?
That was Proverbs 12 and 6.
Read that one time.
It says Proverbs chapter 12 verse 6. The words of the wicked are to lie and wait for blood, but the mouth of the upright shall deliver them.
That's right, man. So the mouth, that knowledge, they're thinking is truth. It's how the elect get delivered out this trap, man. The truth shall make you free. All right, that's how we don't get caught up in that trap. All right, you got the Thessalonians.
Thessalonians.
I thought 2 Thessalonians 2 and verse
5, 6,
8. Well, you know what? So like actually, gotta start up. 3.
This is 2 Thessalonians 2 and verse 3. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first.
Which has already happened. We lost our heritage.
Mm-hmm.
All right? We got caught. That was part of the Lord's plan. So Esau was allowed to trap us up and beat us until we lost who we were. Go ahead.
And that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition.
Right, so that man of sin got to be revealed. He got to be exposed. All right? The secrecy and lies, all right, being in private, privily, private places, man, that was his cover. That was his weapon. All right, but now is that revealing. Go ahead.
Verse 4. Who opposited
Opposing.
who opposes the who opposes and exalteth himself above all that is called God.
So he made himself the Most High, and then made everything contrary to the ways of the Lord, man. That's that trap. Force you to follow Christianity, man, which is really witchcraft. All right, force you to get into all type of weird shit, doing stuff. These are all traps, man. Go ahead.
I'm gonna read the verse. This is 2 Thessalonians 2 verse 4. Who opposes and exalted himself above all that is called God, or that is worshipped, so that he as God sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God.
He made himself the Most High, man. Put Caesar Borgia or Cesare Borgia as the image of the Messiah. All right, so people can worship him. We gotta make it known. Look, that ain't the Messiah. The true Messiah, Yahweh Shai, it looks like a so-called Negro.
Mm-hmm.
All right, give him the true doctrine, man. Go ahead.
Verse 5. Remember ye not that when I was yet with you, I told you these things. Verse 6. And now ye know that withhold it, that he might be revealed in his time. For the mystery of iniquity doeth already work. Only he who now letteth will let.
And who was ruling back then? The same motherfuckers ruling now, Edomites, man. The Roman Empire. Go ahead.
Until he be taken out of the way, and then shall that wicked be revealed, whom Yahweh shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming.
There you go. So consume with the spirit of his mouth and the brightness of his coming, man. But through the spirit of Yahweh Shah, we got to teach these things. We got to expose the devil. We can't lie him, use secrecy, all right, in the dark anymore to hide away, man. We got to let our people know, look, you've been deceived, man. All right, and we are homeborn slaves, man. They reign over us and getting us to go off, man. We got to return to Yahweh Shai, man.
This is Isaiah 24, verse 5. The earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant.
And that's the thing, they changed the ordinance, man. So for the most part, Jake think what's right is wrong, what's wrong is right, man. Well, how the plan gonna be changed? All right, that's the man of the Lord standing up and exposing this devil. All right, saying homosexuality is wrong, man. Saying the so-called white man is the devil, man. He got you on a credit-based system that's gonna lead you to destruction. All right, he's ready to put an RFID chip in you. Like he fucking hates your guts. And these things got to be told to Jake, man. Esau do everything in secret. He'll smile in your face and go behind you and spray chemtrails in the air.
Right.
All right, he'll give you a treaty, give you some blankets, he get some land, and you get smallpox in your blankets, man. It's the devil we dealing with, man. We got to make it known we're dealing with the master fowler, man. And we need to get Jake the tool so they can escape it. And that's this word, this knowledge, man. The words of our lips, all right? This is Isaiah 29 and 15.
While I'm holding it.
No, shit, sloppy. I'll read it for you. What? This is Isaiah 29:15. Woe unto them that seek deep to hide their counsel from Yahweh, and their works are in the dark. And they say, who seeth us? And who know who knoweth us? That's Esau. Hey, nobody's here. Nobody sees what we're doing to these niggas. Hey, nobody sees. Bro, all this time the McDonald's been around, right? Why just now they say they serve 100% beef? What the fuck are they eating on this whole time? Bro,
Even that shit's a lie.
right. Well, I believe it's a lie too. Most part, I believe it's a lie too. Right? But they do shit in secret and counsel, man. They fucking fill with lies, man.
Yeah.
But
This is Psalms 83 and verse 3. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden one.
that's the biggest counsel they took, man. Keep going. Yeah, keep going. Read more.
Come, they have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance.
There go that counsel, man. To make us just niggas. All right? Or Mexicans or whatever you want. And I say niggas, I mean on to trash, but in case you missed that part, or Mexicans, or Latin kings, or just fucking Indians, which means savage. Just any fucking thing. They made it just whatever, man. Puerto Ricans. Everything but Israelites, man. And then they made niggas out of us, man. Put guns in our communities, drugs and shit. Got niggas against niggas, man. Esau had set a trap for y'all, man.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking bugged out. This is back in the.
Yeah, I got a couple for you. This is Psalm 64. I'm gonna start at 1. It says, "Hear my voice, O power, in my prayer. Preserve my life from fear of the enemy. Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity." So I was study talking about this secret counsel, man. You see? It says, "Who whet their tongue like a sword, and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words."
There you go. That's the lies that they made up, man. The philosophies, the way of life, all right, against us. All right, all to destroy us, man. All right, they're making we fucking Hamites. All right, that they do their bullshit science. All the Mexicans, the natives to this land, they come from China. Are they migrated across the Bering Strait? Some of that is bitter sword words, man.
Yep.
Everything to keep us from the Lord.
Yep.
All right, it's just so Jacob keep following his ass. He's this wise God. Esau, the so-called white man, is the wise God. No, fuck that, man. That's bullshit. Hey, that's why we gotta bring his truth out, man. Shine that light on in his darkness, man. Expose his ass, like man.
So here it says, verse 4, "That they may shoot in secret at the perfect, suddenly do they shoot at him and fear not. They encourage themselves in an evil matter. They commune of laying snares privily. They say, who shall see them?" You see, and that's what they do, man. You know, and the snares and the traps is all for what? To keep you away from knowing who you are, to keep you away from your power, your God, Yahweh Basham Yahushai, right? This is the book of Joshua 7, and I'm gonna start at 11. It says, "Israel has sinned, and they have also transgressed my covenant which I commanded them. For they have even taken of the accursed thing, and have also stolen and disassembled also, and they have put it even amongst their own stuff," man. And that's what Esau promotes. He promotes a covetousness, man. He promotes about filling your own belly, do as thou wilt, right? That's a part of his secret counsel, man. That's a part of those bitter words, those arrows that's being shot. This is verse 12. "Therefore the children of Israel could not stand before their enemies, but they turned their backs before their enemies, because they were accursed. Neither will I be with you any more, except ye destroy the accursed from among you. Up, sanctify the people, and say, sanctify yourselves against tomorrow, for thus saith the Lord power of Israel. There is an accursed thing in the midst of thee, O Israel. Thou canst not stand before thy enemies until ye take away the accursed thing from among you." And Esau knows this, according to Judith, the 5th chapter, man. He promotes everything against the scriptures to keep you from going serving Yahweh Basham Yahushai, to keep you going off. That's a part of his power, man. He found a loophole with the Lord. Oh, I could keep them sinning. I could keep them promoting this, and I could stay in power, man. But all this is being revealed. You see? That was a part of Esau's power, his secrecy, of us not knowing who we are, promoting, making swine the cheapest fucking meat. And that's just a small scale, man.
Right. Right. Hey, certain shit you wouldn't even notice. Hey, how certain places in this country is built based off of wicked symbols, like Washington. You get that bird's from one, the Pentagon. All right. When you get that bird's eye view of it, it's the 5-pointed star, man. All right. This man is a master witch, man, a master warlock. All right. He got his plans got to be foiled, man. It got to be exposed.
Just going back to the against the Lord. This is Psalms 2 and verse 2. The kings of the earth set themselves, and the rulers take counsel together against the Lord and against his anointed. I'm saying, all right. And who are the kings of the earth? This is Job 9 and verse 24. So Job 9:24. The earth is given into the hands of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, wherein who is he? So he's setting himself as the Lord. He changing the law.
That's right. Can I please say something real quick? Proverbs chapter 29, verse 2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. And when the wicked bear the rule, the people mourn. And you know, that's a plain, hey, it's a simple scripture, man. You know, that should set in and make you realize, like, damn, this nigga is the wicked, man, that the Bible speaks of, man. And he does all this, like, hey, man, he sets up unrighteous decrees, man. All right? And you got speed cameras, man. Those are fucking traps right there. Now you got to pay Esau fucking $100, and he ready to take it away from your check before you even get it.
They set up a whole system to receive you. Yeah. Tell you if you go to school, you study the Constitution and shit. All right, they tell you that it's supposed to be no taxation or representation. They tell you all this American dream bullshit, life, liberty, the pursuit of happiness. But when you hear the life and living, all these guys is fucking oppression.
Hey, because these can't follow shop.
But you niggas accept it because you can do your witness.
This is Sirach chapter 12, verse 16. The enemy speaketh sweetly with his lips, but in his heart he imagines how to throw thee into a pit. He will weep with his eyes, but if he find opportunity, he will not be satisfied with blood.
That's right. Hey, and that's right. Esau got the chance now. Hey, he ain't satisfied with blood, man. He's fucking you niggas up. Man, I say you niggas really fucking us all. We all in captivity. The difference is, hey, the truth make you free. We got a hope to escape this shit, man.
Right.
Hey, when Esau, well, look what he's done to us, man. He put us in captivity. He just killed us off. Now he wants to make us work for him, labor for him, suffer, build this industrial age. All right.
Right, but they speak.
And then want to chip you.
Right.
Instead of just killing him. He ain't satisfied with just killing you. He wants you to suffer. He wants you to fucking be fucked up. He put chemicals in your water. He put chemicals in your food. In fact, the food is just chemicals. Shit ain't even food, man. It's chemicals. All right, it's all just fucked up, man. This is what done with the devil, man. If the so-called white man, I just said Job 9:24. If not, where who is he, man? If he ain't the devil, then who is, man? Who does the whole world fucking hate, man? All these nations know it's the white man and shit. But he got something they want, man. That's the so-called riches. Hey, but we're here to let you takes know, look, this shit is through, man. This ain't for the last, man. Hey, back in the second chapter, what does it tell you? How long shall he increase that which is not his, man? All right? How long should he go and lay himself a thick debt, man? A heavy debt. This shit is through, man. You gotta, hey, that trap is through, man. That money, all right, which is a huge net that was set before the bird, man. You gotta know that money ain't shit. The Bible tells you the love of money is all evil. All right, that shit is a fucking credit. It's like a debt that's gonna get you, and you locked into it, it's gonna take the chip, man. Bottom line, you gotta let go of this shit. Esau don't want this kid. He wants you to profess that he's God, but he wants you to bow down to him. Blood ain't enough.
This is Isaiah 10:1. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees and the right grievousness which they have prescribed, to turn aside the needy from judgment and to take away the right from the poor of my people, that widows may be their prey, and that they may rob the fatherless. And that's what they, all their laws is against Jacob. What they call them,
Draconian laws.
draconian laws, right? You know, where they catch an Edomite, they give them the lesser sentence, and they catch a Jake.
Hey, you know what's funny? One of my boys showed me a picture of the rapper. I believe it was the rapper. Take K.
I think that brother posted it.
God,
If I'm not mistaken.
God, so Take K. He killed, like he said, he killed 2 people. He's facing the death sentence. He only killed 1 man. He's facing the death penalty. And then the white dude that shot up that whole school.
Nah, it's backwards on the screen, but I'm just showing it. You see? So now I'm gonna read it. This is the Jake. Pay more McInjury. 17. State, Texas. Crime. 2 capital murders. 1 aggravated robbery. Facing death penalty. Jump over to the Edomite.
He wasn't even a shooter. They had the video. He wasn't even a shooter.
Demetrios Pagortizis, 17, same age. State, Texas, same state. Crime, capital murder, 10 people killed, 13 injured, aggravated assault on a public servant. Facing.
Well, a public servant is a cop. He fucked the cop up.
It says facing no death penalty, parole in 40 years.
Oh, parole 40 years. So he's still, well, America be done by then. Y'all write this out. I mean, the spirit, it will be done by then. And they want to kill the Jake. They want to murder him, man. They want to lock him up, let him suffer, and deal with the oppression in jail and murder. Hey, look, this is Psalm 73, man. Hey, he's off the damn devil, man.
Yeah.
That's good. What verse you want to start? I'll read it for you. When you start.
You're not trouble with other men.
That's
what we do.
God, verse 5.
Yeah.
This is Psalm 73, 5. They are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men. Therefore,
they're not in trouble as other men. Hey, back in the world, man, I didn't think about it until when I really got to the truth. Well, I was chilling with some niggas in the world, and his fucking neighbor pulled up. He was like a lawyer or some shit. I don't know what the fuck he was. He pulled up. We was smoking. He smelled it. He came up and gave us a little sample. And then he was like, "Yeah, I got some more." And he opened his trunk. He had a whole bunch of bag full of fucking weed. I was like, "Damn, what the fuck? You ain't scared around with that?" He looked at me. He started laughing. He goes, "Nah, the fuck, I'm white." Yep. And I was like, "Damn!" And when I got to the truth, the Lord brought that remembrance back. And I was like, "That's what it is." When I read that scripture, they're not as trouble as other men. Man, you already play like that, man. Hey, cause Jake, and they get pulled over. Missing the license plate light is out. They get pulled over.
Shit, you can sneeze on
Right.
They just pull you over just because.
Yeah.
They ain't got to give you a reason. They just pull you over.
Because Esau has a perpetual hatred, man. Hey, a never-ending hatred towards Jake, man. Right. And it manifests every single day, man. Even on social media, everywhere, man. You know, and you see it, man. Hey, motherfuckers, doing calling niggers, man, doing all types of shit. Hey, the race riot is about to happen, man.
Right. Let's some more into this.
What's crazy though is that they've been doing it for all these years. Right, now it's getting publicity. Now it's being put on the news. Now it's been put on World Star. You know.
Well, doubt is it's just happening more because the internet. But this shit been coming out all the time. At night you have the Rodney King shit. You had niggas making movies on it. Look, this shit has been known. But niggas still want to follow after this devil, man. All right. So look, at some point it's gonna be you just want to be caught in that trap. You're ignorant because you want to be, man. Because it's all here. All right. But clearly, this Esau has trapped your ass up. This is back in Psalm 73. But you know what? That's part of the trap. They get to do whatever wickedness they heart desires. So they cool with it. They cool with it, man. This back in Psalm 73. I'm gonna keep reading. Therefore, pride compasses them about as a chain, violence covered them as a garment. So they wear violence, man. They shoot you down, cop shooting nigga. You get $1 million in the GoFundMe account. Right. You get paid off.
Right. His ass get paid from the country because the GoFundMe account, that's the citizens. You know what I'm saying? So his ass getting paid $1 million. He getting a paid vacation. You know?
He retired after that. Yeah. Go back. Oh, I'm clear. Fuck y'all. You good?
Just to whack a nigga?
Like,
I've been dreaming of this.
So like the brother said, man, they even put that stuff in the movies and stuff like that, like the movie Don't Be a Menace, man. You know what I'm saying? Them Asian motherfucking them groups was on Jake hard as hell. You know what I'm saying? And then when the man came in, he did his own thing.
So,
and then what did he do? Did he shoot him or something? And then
well, no, he robbed.
He talking about don't drink or drink in the shit.
Yeah, don't be a menace. Yeah.
Oh, right. Don't be a menace.
Mm-hmm.
In Menace Society. Because in Menace Society, they showed you the cops fuck Jake up and jumped him off. And they tried to drop him off and get him killed by the Mexicans.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, which no, that's part of their trap. They know that division between the northern and southern kingdom. They tried to use that. Esau was setting that shit up, man.
Yep, that's a part of that bitter words.
That's right.
That's what this is all a part of Esau's man. There's so many aspects to it, man. You know?
Right, yeah. Like these gangs and shit. Esau got their head in that shit, man. Who you think a nigga got a lab? He just thought of, man, I can mix this with, I don't know what they're mixing chemicals and shit, but I can make crack. I can make freebase. Tell anybody to make that shit, man, and teach niggas. You think every nigga across the globe, across the country, just learned all at once? Freebase. That's how you make it. This how you make crack. Man, this shit was told to them, man. Mm-hmm. How does shit get up into the niggas' neighborhood, man? Niggas ain't got no planes, no trains, man. No boats.
Mm-hmm. Esau's military, man. Them motherfuckers be doing that shit. Man.
Yeah, and we know firsthand. Mm-hmm. Esau military, man. And if a nigga was to snitch on him, guess what? He get discharge. You know, he get discharged, man. Other than honorable. Mm-hmm. In Psalm 73. And 7, their eyes stand out with fatness. They have more than heart can wish. They got everything, man. Mm-hmm. But guess what? That's not enough. Like Haman said, wasn't Haman? As he was second in command, he didn't care. Like, look, as long as these niggas still around, I don't give a fuck about being number 2 to the king. I gotta kill these Israelites. Mm-hmm. In the book of Esther, and he was bragging. Look, I'm do this. The king trusts me with this. None of that means nothing, man.
Mm-hmm. I'm sitting at the meeting with the king and the queen. Mm-hmm. You know, I got all this.
That's right.
And none of this avails me nothing as long as I see Mordecai sitting at the gate, man.
That's right. They are corrupt and speak wickedly concerning oppression. They speak loftily. They set their mouth against the heavens and their tongue walking through the earth. All right. So they speak wickedly concerning oppression, man. All right, they speak proudly, man. Hey, to help, what's weak and feeble is no use. They make their laws. Hey, look, a nigga, which is still wicked, a nigga have one crack rock. Was it 10 years each rock or some shit, 15 or 7 years, some shit? It's a bugged out number.
Something like that.
So he got one of those, and he get all them years. And the crack can have a brick of cocaine, which is what you use to make crack from, both illegal. He get less time because cocaine is a rich man's drug. He gets less time for it, man. And you people can't see that this shit is set up against us. Niggas been fighting for equality all these years and still can't realize it ain't meant for that, man. This so-called white man hate you. All these laws and shit they set up, man, is by design, man. Food deserts in your neighborhood, that's by design. All right?
Planned Parenthood on every corner. Liquor stores, churches on every corner.
Right.
Hey, because this morning, this is Judith 5:20. It says, now therefore, my Lord and Governor, if there be any error in this people, and they sin against their God, let us consider that this shall be their ruin, and let us go up and we shall overcome them, man. And Esau knows this, man. You know, if there's any sin found in us, man, hey, guess what? The Lord ain't gonna stand with us. That's what we read in the book of Joshua, man. The Lord said, hey, it's a curse thing amongst you, man. The Lord can't stand amongst us when we're fucking up. You see? This is Jeremiah 5:25. It says, your iniquities have turned away these things, and your sins have withholden good things from you. So it's important that we explain these things and teach these things. Why? Because this is 2 Corinthians 2 and verse 11. It says, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices, man. Satan got an advantage on the guys who's not following this doctrine, man. Well, pretty much on the people that the Lord didn't chose not to choose, man. You know, the Lord gave them over to that. But so we talking to the hopeful elect, man, to come out of madness. You see, come back to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, learn the things that are pleasing unto him. So you won't be so you will know what Esau's schemes and his plans. You see, it speaks about the wiles of the devil, his trickery. You see?
And this is Matthew 18:7. Woe unto the world because of offenses. For it must needs be that offenses come, but woe to that man by whom the offense coming. All right, so offenses are gonna come, man. All right, people gonna fuck up, but it said, woe unto him that caused that offense. That word offense in the Greek is scandalon, sounds like scandal. All right, but it says the movable stick or trigger of a trap stick, a trap snare.
Yes.
All right, so they set these snares up to catch Jake, man.
Yep.
All right, they use other Jake to catch you up. That's the spirit. Jeremiah 5, man. It says they trap men.
Oh, yeah,
All right, when you like the rap music, man, these trap stars, man, they set them up. Esau. They always type to talk about the same nigga, Jimmy I.V. I don't know if that's the nigga name, right? That's the Jewish dude name.
Yeah, I believe so.
They always talk about that guy. Man. They always talk about the same damn cracker.
You know, he popping all of them. This is back in Jeremiah 5. I'm going to read 25 again and just read down. It says, your iniquities have turned away these things, and your sins have withholden good things from you. For among my people are found wicked men. They lay wait and see that set of snares. They set a trap. They catch men.
Right. But they ain't leave with Esau, man.
Yeah, they follow the devil.
Hey, it says in Zechariah, who's oppressed and slay them, all right, and hold themselves not guilty.
And their own shepherds
pity them not.
Yep.
The so-called shepherds, because these niggas look up to the rappers and actors and shit in your community. These are your shepherds, don't pity you, man. They ain't in league with the devil. Go ahead.
It's Jeremiah 23 verse 1. Woe be unto the pastors that destroy and scatter the sheep of my pasture, saith Yahweh. So, Jeremiah 23.
Hey, and guess what? You know, because it says, woe to the pastors, so these so-called leaders of the
Go ahead. I'm saying after you.
no, these so-called leaders of the black community, so-called leaders of the Latino community, man. You see, they say they scattering, man.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, because they in league with Esau Edom. Right. They made a covenant with death. You see.
That's right.
So whatever Esau tell them to do and go out and perpetrate, that's what they go do, man. Right. And they leading their own people astray.
Yep. Hey, from the music industry to the actors to your pastors, y'all got what, a 501c3.
Right.
These motherfuckers are really set up by Esau to teach certain things, man. You can't tell that this shit is a setup and trap to keep you niggas locked up in a bugged out state of mind, to keep you offended. Because that's good for that Judah and that Jeremiah. Esau knows that, man. Esau understands, hey, look, this is Ezekiel. This is Ezekiel 37. It's like Ezekiel 28:3. Behold, thou art wiser than Daniel. There is no secret that they can hide from thee. All right, Esau knows that, hey, as long as we fucking up, well, they thought they knew, they thought they had some understanding, but as long as we was fucking up, they can keep us in this condition, man. All right, this is Jeremiah 50. It's Jeremiah 50 in verse the 7. I'm gonna start at 6. You mentioned that we being scattered, right? This Jeremiah 50 and 6. My people have been lost sheep. Their shepherds have caused them to go astray.
Right.
They have turned them away on the mountains. They have gone from mountain to hill. They have forgotten their resting place. All right? And how is that? Esau set them bitter words, man. That sword. Without their lies. We just eat Africans and shit. All right? They're trying to make Africa look good. Hey, all people come from Africa. Don't worry about it, you niggas are Africans. Everybody comes from Africa. These fucking bitches. They try to make it seem good. So Jake hold on to it. Yeah, we the real Egyptians. We this man. You fucking kidding me? The Egyptians got fucked up, man. Lord jack their ass up. Where they at right now?
That you would know that the Lord put a difference. God put a difference between Israel and the Egyptians, man.
That's right, man. You niggas want. If you Egyptian, go put a big ass plate in your lips and then go lick a cow's ass.
Yep.
Right?
Go circumcise your women.
Have fun. And yeah, tell your woman that you Egyptian now and go circumcise. Go call her for a clip.
The deform your goddamn face.
Fucking weird ass handways, man. You'll get them seal cuts. Go get them seal cuts in your face, man.
Go rub that mud in your hair. All that madness, man.
What the fuck, man? All that found them have devoured them. And their adversary said, we offend not, because they have sinned against the Lord, the habitation of justice, even Yahweh, the hope of their fathers.
Man, because that's what it is, man. That's what it is. Because he said he offend not. Why? Because they doing it. According to Revelation, the accuser of thy brethren.
That's right.
You see? Look what they doing, Lord. You told them not to eat the swine, but look. But woe to him that caused the offense, nigga. Right. You put the swine out there. You put the swine.
No, slack.
No.
Hey, you gonna sell steak to a Jake, and then you gonna look, they eat swine. Nigga told us it was steak. They ain't not fucking put meat glue in it.
Yep.
They fucking take certain fish and splice it with certain vegetables so it can last in the cold. The tomato gets spliced with, I think it's a flounder fish, and I'm not sure if flounder's lawful or not. I never looked it up. But they take it and splice it with tomato so the tomato can grow in colder weather. Come on, man. This shit is bugged out.
That goes. I was thinking what just came to my mind was the point where you know how Esau tries to search out the and measure the ocean and measure the deep. I think it's in Jeremiah.
That's in Jeremiah.
How he searches out all these things so he can get the blessing and get the birthright back and get his line to the kingdom.
That's exactly what it is. Yeah, I'm trying to have word it. Basically, if y'all can tell me the next year, then I will call back.
Type in search out the heavens.
And that's what it boils down to. Esau don't want. Hey, I've read the Psalm 2, the 2nd chapter. Shit, one y'all read Psalms 83. Yeah, he read it. It was the same lot.
Yep.
All right, 83. The whole purpose of Esau's life right now is to fuck us up. He wants that blessing.
And he know the Lord ain't gonna give it to him.
That's right.
So what he trying? So what is he striving to do? Keep you niggas sinning, keep us going off, so he can stay in power, man. Right. He think he found a loophole, man.
I got it right here. This is Psalm 50, in verse 20. I'm gonna get to the point.
Hey, that's why it said we are not ignorant of Satan's devices, man. Lest he should have an advantage over us. See, Esau even got an advantage. He had an advantage over us when we was Gentiles in the world, man. Because we didn't know who we were. We didn't know our power. You see? So he got an advantage over these people that's out here, man. But that veil is being lifted. You know? Now this devil is being exposed. It says his thighs being made bare. That skirt is being pulled up. You see? So this devil been exposed on all sides, man. How are the things of Esau searched out through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, man?
This is Obadiah 1 and verse 6. How are the things of Esau searched out? How are his hidden things sought up?
Hey, and the answer is through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, man.
That's right here. It's Jeremiah 11:18. And Yahweh has given me knowledge of it, and I know it, then thou showest me their doings. All right, and that's why Revelation 11, brother, can get it after I basically quote it so they, bring it out. That's why I say after those 3.5 days, because Esau thought for a moment they had it. Those 3.5 days, that what 350 years over that period, man, they had it. Like, yeah, we got it. This shit's working. We can establish our new world order. We need these 3 wars. They don't know the world got them in a trick bag. All right, we need these 3 wars. But then they see what? They us standing upon our feet. Now they scared, man. Esau was in fucking fear right now, man. Hey, brothers, believe it, man. Doing it, hey, it may not seem like it, but with us doing this work, man, it's got these Edomites shaking and they boots, man. We exposing, we are fucking up their plans and shit. They mad as hell. The nations we getting learning about them and shit. He pissed. You better believe it's heathen nations that's watching our videos too, man.
That's right.
Hey, one of those Arabs brought up the book that all the Malcolmites is going into.
Oh yeah, the 13th tribe. Yeah, what do you think he got that? I think he was reading shit. Hey man, the spirit, man. And these people are waking up a little bit, slacking with that, man.
This is 2 Kings 6. I'm gonna start at verse 8. I'm gonna read down a little bit. It says, "Then the king of Syria warred against Israel, and took counsel with his servants, saying, In such and such a place shall be my camp. And the man of God sent unto the king of Israel, saying, Beware that thou pass not such a place, for thither the Syrians are come down. And the king of Israel sent to the place which the man of God told him and warned him of, and saved himself there not once nor twice." Verse 11. "Therefore the heart of the king of Syria was sore troubled. For this thing," this is verse 10. "And the king of Israel sent to the place which the man of God told him and warned him of, and saved himself there not once nor twice. Therefore the heart of the king of Syria."
It was made known to him.
That's right. That's right. It says, "Therefore the heart of the king of Syria was sore troubled for this thing. And he called his servants and said unto them, Will you not show me which of us is for the king of Israel? So he called his men together and was like, Which one of you niggas is the traitor?
Right.
How they know about what I had said over there, man?" This is verse 12. It's the point. "And one of his servants said, None, my lord, O king, but Elisha the prophet that is in Israel telleth the king of Israel the words that thou speakest in thy bedchamber," man. You see, so the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua revealed it unto who? Amos 3 and 7. His prophets, man. And his prophets go out there and proclaim it. Yahushua said, What I tell you in darkness, that ye speak upon the housetops, man. You see? So different things the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua reveal unto us, shows us, and we bring it up.
Right. So how can a motherfucker say, it's just a side note, hey, don't go into Esau. Don't prophesy to Esau. That's madness, man. And Jacob gonna be prepared, man. And when shit the fan, Jacob that's following these other camps won't be prepared because they not exposed to Esau plans. They ain't going to the mark of the beast. All right, and the trickery is gonna come. Esau got some tricks, motherfucker.
He gonna have an advantage over him.
Yeah,
that's what we just read.
Hey, that 2 Thessalonians, man, they say he's coming with all deceitfulness and lying and wonders. Esau got some tricks, man. Well, he got some shit. Yahweh Shai said if it was possible, they would deceive the elect. He got some tricks for your ass, man. That's why brothers do these videos and warn, man. All Esau planning right now, Esau just want to fuck us up so he can set up their new world order. As far as they're concerned, we the reason they can't do it. It's like any other time in the ancient world. All right? We can't have this peace because of the Israelites. Can't discuss the Israelites. That's what it boils down to, man.
Yep.
They hate us.
And specifically Haman. Specifically Haman, man. Just to reiterate what you just said, this man, the second in command in the Persian kingdom, and then the Persian king, he brought all the counselors together and he said, "What can I do to make my kingdom better? To make it
trying
better?"
to establish the one world order, basically. He's like, "Look, we about peace." It was the same agenda, man. The spirit code, man. Romans 15:46. I've written for learning. All right, he wanted to establish the new world order, that one world government, man. Everybody gonna have peace in his kingdom. He's gonna rule. Everybody's gonna be united. Like, what's stopping that?
Hey, and what Haman slid his whole ass up in there and said, "Well, there's a certain people scattered throughout your kingdom whose laws is diverse from all man's laws. You can't have peace as long as these people still here." And that's Esau Edom. That's Esau Edom.
Meanwhile, the whole reason Haman did it because he just hated Jacob. He hated Mordecai because he didn't bow down to him. He hated our people because he just hated us.
And he thwarted his plan to take the kingdom from the Persians.
That's right.
Because when you read in the book of Esther in the Apocrypha, it further explains that Haman was mad at Mordecai for telling the king about those two guys that was planning to assassinate him, man. So through the spirit, man, extrapolating Haman, whole ass was probably the mastermind from the beginning.
Yeah, why would he do that?
And why else would he be pissed?
And what the king said? He said that he wanted to take this stranger that wasn't a Persian blood,
yep,
wanted to take the kingdom, man.
And translated to who? The
That's
Macedonians,
right.
man.
That's right.
Macedonians being who? The Amalekites, man.
He was an Agagite, which goes back to Agag, the Amalekite.
That's right. Which goes to Esau, Edom, which goes to the perpetual hatred that the brother posted, GMS, the beloved truth. They shalom to all you brothers on the comment board. But the brother posted Genesis 3 and 15, and I will put enmity between thee and the woman, and between thy seed and her seed. It shall bruise thy head, and thou shalt bruise his heel. So it's enmity between who? The woman's seed, which is Israel, according to Jeremiah 6 and 2, and the serpent seed, man. Who was the serpent, according to Revelation? That old devil, the Satan, right? Roughly paraphrasing. This is Genesis 27 and 41. And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, the days of mourning for my father are at hand. Then will I slay my brother Jacob. The brother said goes back to that perpetual, everlasting, or ancient hatred, man. That's what since the beginning. You see, Wisdom of Solomon in the 2nd chapter, it says, through envy of the devil came death into the world. Man.
That's right. Right. The serpent hated Adam for the blessing because he was there first and shit, thinking he was all wise and shit. I got it.
Because he was the tree of knowledge of good and evil.
That's right.
In his mind, he like, why the fuck I ain't ruling? Who is this? Who is this dude?
He thought he was a god. He had a certain level of understanding. Like, what is this guy?
And that's what he told Eve. You know, when you love, you shall be like God.
So he knew that was wrong.
Yep.
He knew it was wrong because he had the knowledge of good and evil. He told them wrong shit to get them to go off, thinking he gonna get the blessing.
He wasn't. It's the same thing. All over again, man. This is his MO.
It is what happened again. They know they're getting rejected. So they plan didn't work. They said all the lies. Yeah, the space is this big. Like the Lord, you can lie to the Lord, nigga. Space is so big. The fucking ocean is this big. We're exposing your ass. So what's next? Revelation 12, he coming down that great wrath, man.
I got that right here.
Damn, go ahead. That's the spirit.
This is Revelation 12, verse 12. Therefore rejoice in heaven, and ye that dwell in.
We exposing this man, and he going down. And that's why we're rejoicing, man. Hey, we going through hell in America. Hey, but better believe. And I said, remember, we going through hell across the road. You know, we got brothers scattered. And you better believe we giving these devils hell, man. They can't sleep at night, man. They fucking vexed. How these niggas know this? They're getting ready to set up some Project Bluebeam shit. And then the video title, hey, it's always the same title, bro. Hey, I can imagine, I probably use that title about 3 times myself. I'm gonna imagine other brothers and elders and apostles, man. And always the same thing. We are not using the same devices. Yeah, be aware. The Project Bluebeam, be aware. They finna do this. They finna do this. Like, fuck, we gotta go back to the drawing board.
Mad as
God damn it. So now they finna cut. Hey, eventually gonna come with all the stops, man. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's why he gonna come down with great wrath. Like, you know what? Fuck it.
Do it all.
Kill them niggas. Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just fuck it.
Shit, man.
I'm gonna finish it off. But the devil is come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time.
Right. Hey, even the devil do believe and tremble, man.
That's right.
He like, fuck, he know he's done. His last thing to do now is just try to kill us. So we just gotta kill these niggas, man.
Yep.
Especially us.
Because he know he got bounds that he can't pass according to Job 14 and 5. You know? So what this devil gonna do, man? Well fuck it. He can't get a blessing to these niggas if they dead. That's what's in his mind, man.
Like Cain and Abel. You know?
And the Lord's so cold because this devil don't know who is right or not, man. Now you got confusion of faces everywhere. You know?
For the whole plug on the
We
got brothers everywhere. Esau, you're fucked. And if we kept reading that Psalm 73, hey,
They was Esau.
Yeah, that's why I started. It is Esau. He say, the Lord has set them in slippery places, man.
That's right.
Y'all asses on the stairs, you walk all the way to the top. The Lord pulled that switch to turn into a slide.
I got you right here. This is Psalms 73 and 18. 17. Until I went into the sanctuary of the Most High, then understood I therein.
Right, and so at this point, at first he was like, damn, the wicked is doing their thing. He was envious at him.
Mm-hmm.
So imagine a regular nigga, they gonna be like, fuck it, can't beat him joining basically. All right, he's like, fuck it. Hey, but through the knowledge of the Lord, he escaped. He was delivered. He knew what was up. Like, oh shit, I know what the end is now.
Mm-hmm.
This will be destroyed. Fuck them. He got delivered from that net by this word. Go ahead.
Verse 18. Surely thou didst set them in slippery places. Thou casted them down into destruction.
That's right, man. They had to go head first on that water slide to destruction, man.
Got another one for you. It's Psalm 7 and 15. He made a pit and digged it, and is fallen into the ditch which he made.
Right.
His mischief shall return upon his own head, and his violent dealing shall come down upon his own pate. So, like you said, you going head first down that waterfall, man. It's boom. You see? Will fall right back on you.
This is
Hey, go ahead. Sorry.
This Psalm 64 and verse 8. So they shall make their own tongues to fall upon themselves, all that see them shall flee away. Because you setting up your own trap, but you gonna fall into your own ditch.
God, you know what a good example that is? East America is supposed to be the guy that's going for world peace. But because they so back in the corner, they got to prove that these fake Jews are the Israelites. Now they're reaching for prophecy. It's been 70 years. It's been this. But now, but what you're doing is showing the world, fuck the world. You about protecting Israel. The world is done with America. You fall upon your own tongue. All right? You're supposed to be this world police. You just fucked yourself up.
Maybe the assembly, the Jerusalem, so the assembly, while they were hosting that ceremony, they were killing all these Palestinians.
Oh yeah, they was murking motherfuckers. Yeah.
In the ceremony, they're talking about peace. Now peace is gonna come. But in the back door, they were killing all these fuckers.
But even after, when the report came out that they killed, I think it was over 30 or 60 people or some shit, something like that. Don't quote me on it. But Donald Trump said, yeah, it was a good day, peaceful day or some shit. It was like, you just murdered. What?
They're trying to follow, right? They know these people don't realize you're the devil, the fork-tongued devil, man. Like it says. Huh?
I was going to say, it reminds me of the movie What Happened to Monday, because they on the show they say that we're putting the children to sleep, but actually once they get in there, they actually burning the children up.
That's right. They say peace and safety, then some destruction coming, man. Mm-hmm. The world is now seeing that, man. Your tongue is falling on you, man. All right? Hey, the world is saying you're a fucking liar, and they ready to flee from your madness. Mm-hmm. Everybody's going to, that Malachi, they will say, this is the border of wickedness, man. I think I'm holding that, actually. I am. This is Malachi 1 and 4. Whereas Edom said, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus said the high host, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom Yahweh had indignation forever. Mm-hmm. So everybody's going to know that you're the fucking border of wickedness, man. Everything you're doing is bullshit. That's why these people are turning on America, man. And soon they're going to turn on all you Edomites.
Basically, they're going to know that Esau, which they already know, Esau is not going to have any salvation at all. There's no salvation for Esau.
They're going to set up for that destruction. I'm going to get this Psalm 50. I was reading it. I'm going to go back to it now. This is Psalm 50 and verse shit, we supposed to be reading Ezekiel 35, right?
I'll still on it.
God, this is an hour-long intro. Well, it's 2 lessons in one.
I mean,
right. We said when we started, we discussed both these things. I know I don't think I get the system. It's Psalm 50 and verse what was I saying? 19. Thou givest thy mouth to evil, and thy tongue frame deceit. Thou sinnest and speakest against thy brother. Thou slanderest thy own mother's son. These things hast thou done, and I kept silence. Thou thoughtest that I was altogether such as one as thyself. All right, so the Lord sat back and allowed this stuff to happen. So he thought, hey, that the Lord can be gotten over like you get over on a human. You can lie. Like they show in the movies, they send capsules out of space and shit with information on Earth. They got a DVD in it. All right, a bunch of information about Earth and shit. Like, yeah, this is what Earth is about. They think they can do the Lord like that. Like he's an alien that just learning from what the fuck you say. All right, you can deceive the Lord, man. You can't do it. All right, you're not in darkness, man. The Lord sees everything. Going back to Isaiah 29. All right, you can't hide this from the Lord, right? These things hast thou done, I kept silence. Thou thoughtest I was altogether such as one as thyself. But I will reprove thee and set them in order before thy eyes. So you thought, hey, we was going to just be at the bottom and just stay deceived, man. But the Lord had a plan. He said he was going to wake us up, man. He had a remnant and that he was going to bring back to life. All right, he was going to reprove and set in order. All your loopholes that you think you can get on the Lord, they ain't working, man. You don't notice the earth weighs such and such kilograms.
Right.
That's bullshit, man.
So you took a big ass scale out there
Right.
and weighed the earth. When the Lord said he hung the earth on nothing.
It just floated.
So how you weigh that?
On top of it, said there's no gravity out there and all this other extra shit. Like, yeah, that
Wisdom has converted you, man.
Yeah. Yep.
Now you're at the point you're just lying now.
Mm-hmm. And earlier, the brother had mentioned about how our people want to get in league with Esau just to have a part of his goodies, man. Hey, that's been doing that, man. That's been going on for the longest. But I'm gonna give this one little account real fast to show you that these niggas is of their father the devil, man. This is 2 Maccabees 4:7. It says, but after the death of Seleucus, when Antiochus called Epiphanes took the kingdom, Jason, the brother of Onias, labored underhand to be high priest. So Onias is the high priest, and his brother Jason labored wickedly to try to get him out of his position so he can be in that position, man. This is verse 8.
It's like
This is 2 Maccabees 4. I just read 7. Want me to read
It's
7?
Alcimus. Which one is it that one that had priest?
Jason.
Jason, okay.
You want me to read 7 again?
No, that's good.
This is verse 8. Promising unto the king by intercession 303 talents of silver, and of another revenue 80 talents. Besides this, he promised to assign 150 more if he might have license to set up a place for exercise and for the training up of youth in the fashions of the heathen, and to write them of Jerusalem by the name of Antiochus. So all throughout our history, we had sell out whole ass niggas, man, who shepherds pity them not.
Right.
And this fucking wicked wretch betrayed his own brother, man.
Yeah. And he said he'll pay even more money. He said, I'll pay even more taxes. I'll give you more taxes. You know, and in fact, let me set up some witchcraft. Let me go deceive these niggas like Polite. All right.
And that's what these niggas do, man. Like Jesse Faxton and the Al Sharptons.
Yeah.
The side niggas.
Hey,
the Polites.
Because like when what is shit? Ferguson. What Ferguson? St. Louis, by St. Louis, right? A couple years back, is it Ferguson that was with the police shooting shit?
That killed Mike Brown.
Yeah, okay, Ferguson. Yeah.
I think it was
Remember
Ferguson.
when that nigga Al Sharpton wanted to go in there? They know he just a piece of shit said by the white man.
Mm-hmm.
Look, man, these scriptures is true, man. This is the way out. The truth shall make you free. This is the only way out, man. Esau got these niggas under strong delusions.
Yep. That's
back in 2 Thessalonians, man. We should have read more. All right, it says that they shall believe a lie, man. Hey, Esau got you niggas, man. There's the way out right here. This knowledge right here. This is how you get delivered.
I'm going to read the next verse. Is verse 10. 2 Maccabees 4:10.
He couldn't make a image.
It says, which when the king had granted, right? Nigga, this you talking to Esau. You gonna give me some money?
You gonna give me money, and you gonna make them do wickedness?
Yeah.
Because Esau loves that, man. He said, he's the ruler of sin. All right. It says in Genesis in the 3rd chapter, 4th chapter, thou should be the ruler of it. Since you be at that door and got you a ruler of it. That's right.
It says, which when the king had granted, he had gotten into his hand the rule. So when Jason Boaz got the high priesthood, he forthwith brought his own nation to the Greekish fashion, man. And that's the same thing these people do.
2 Chainz.
Yeah.
Motherfucking Tupac. Damn it.
Yep.
All right. All these damn rappers, man. They promote what? Death and following wickedness, man. The Esau agenda.
Yep. They all promote the image of the beast. What's the image? The image is this way of life, man. This American way, the American dream. This YOLO lifestyle, man. When you see these niggas, this nigga smoking $1,000 blunts or whatever, dipped in gold and chicken with gold, and them simple niggas, man. Yeah.
Right.
They get wooed off all this bullshit, all this madness, man.
Right. It says the man was made up right, but they made it seduce them. Esau knows that, man. They use these niggas to seduce you. Man.
And that's why he used the niggas to do it, man. Hey, man, you ain't gonna be influenced. You know, Edomite up rapping and shit. What the fuck is that shit? Right. That's why these whole ass niggas sell out, man. You think these niggas give a fuck about their own people, their community, man? They all about themselves. They all about their belly. You know, entertainers. This is the knowledge, man. This is the way you escape it. Like we've been saying, Esau got an advantage. This is Ezekiel 35:1. Moreover, the word of Yahweh came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir and prophesy against it. Why, man? Because of the wickedness that he portrayed all throughout the earth, man. For the last hour and 2 minutes, man, we've been talking about the wickedness of Esau Edom, man. His traps, his trickeries.
Away from watching the video.
You want to end this new? This is Genesis 36:8. It says.
No, I wanted to say to bounce off what you said real quick. You know what I'm saying? That's a commandment. You know what I'm saying? That we're supposed to prophesy against Mount Seir, which is Edom, which is Esau.
Right. Hey, the Lord said his word is not come back to his void.
Right.
It is prophet in his central spirit.
Yeah. This is Jeremiah. This is Genesis 36 and verse 8. Thus dwelt Esau in Mount Seir. Esau is Edom. So when the Lord said prophesy against Mount Seir, who is he speaking to? Esau, Edom, man. You see? You say you had something before.
Many countries and against great kingdoms of war and of evil and of pestilence. All right, this kingdom has to go down, man. So just like the prophets of old prophesied.
Back in Ezekiel 35 and verse 3, it says, and say unto it, thus saith the Lord power, behold, O Mount Seir, I'm against thee, and I will stretch out my hand against thee, and I will make thee most desolate, man. You see? So the Lord gonna destroy this place completely. America, but this is spiritually Mount Seir. This is Basra. This is Esau's chief city. And guess what? He's gonna make you desolate, man. Just like how we was made desolate, how we was brought low, how we was didn't know who we were. We was in the dust. We was in confusion. That's what's gonna happen to your ass, man. Isaiah the 47th chapter. Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon, man. Come sit in the dust. There is no throne. That's what's coming to your ass, man. It says, I will lay thy cities waste, and thou shalt be desolate, and thou shalt know that I am Yahweh, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, and the time that their iniquity had an end. See? So therefore, as I live, saith the Lord power, because the Lord said what? He was a little displeased with us, but the heathen helped further our affliction, man. And Esau, Edom was at the head of that, man.
And it said at the time that iniquity had an end, they just let him go, right? This is Jeremiah
Okay, that's that 1:33 and 4. It says the greater part of that. So like,
This Jeremiah 33. Thus saith Yahweh of hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah were oppressed together. All right. So Judah and Israel were separated for the longest. But now in these last days, we are oppressed together. We're in the same captivity. And all that took them captive, held them fast, they refused to let them go. All right. So Esau don't want to let us go, man. All right. So when our iniquity is accomplished, as you can see, we're still here. All right. But it's written that way. Just as Pharaoh didn't want to let us go.
Yep.
Esau's heart is hard, man. They don't want to let us go.
It's in the spiritually Egypt and Sodom.
That's right. That's right. Verse 34. Their Redeemer is strong. Yahweh of hosts is his name. He shall thoroughly plead their cause. He may give rest to the land and disquiet the inhabitants of Babylon. All right. And so Lord, he said he's gonna give us his rest. It's coming, man. So what does that mean? He's gonna deliver us out with a mighty hand.
Yeah.
And you're gonna become most desolate. Hey, that's the Isaiah 63. All right. Hey, I'm gonna get it. So I'm gonna get part of that. This is Isaiah 63. In verse 4. For the day of vengeance is in my heart, and the year of my redeemed is come. So the Lord is coming to bring vengeance and redemption to destroy them that won't let us go, so we can be delivered out of their hands, man. All right. And who was that don't want to let us go? It started with Esau and them, man.
it's a balance,
They
man.
want to rule. They don't want to let go of their kingdom.
And Wisdom of Solomon, it says that thy people was accepted both the salvation of the righteous and the destruction of the enemies, right? Because I'm just reading. This is 2nd Esdras 4:29. If therefore that which is sown be not turned upside down, and if the place where the evil is sown pass not away, then cannot it come that is sown with good. You see? So the rest, the good, the kingdom of heaven cannot come unless what? This place be turned upside down, man. And how it's going to be turned upside down, how it's going to pass away with great violence, as it says in Revelation. It says the elements shall melt with fervent heat, man. That's how this place is coming down. You know, because of what? Because of that perpetual hatred. Because of the things that you've done unto the children of Israel. You know?
I got to piece up just bouncing off basically what the brother said, that Esau ain't gonna basically give it up like that, you know. This is Daniel chapter 7, verse 18. But the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom. Shall no, brother.
No, go ahead. Hey, not the side. Get that revelation. That's what violence shall Babylon go down.
You want me to read?
Yeah, that's not. I really didn't.
No. This is Daniel chapter 7, verse 18. But the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever, even forever and ever. That's eternal, man. Eternity, you know. Because sometimes in the scripture it says forever, and it means for a certain time or age. But this is like forever and ever.
Right, like 1821. It's like motherfucking saying like forever. So you can fucking get it.
Right.
Hey, yo, it's 1821. Go ahead.
This is Revelation 18:21. And a mighty angel took up a stone like a great millstone and cast it into the sea, saying, thus with violence shall that great city Babylon be thrown down, and shall be found no more at all.
That's right, with violence, man. Hey, they ain't gonna want to go down. Hey, the Lord don't want you to go down without a fight. The Lord is a man of war. The Lord want to thrust you down, man. All right.
This is Nahum 3:1. Go to the bloody city.
That same bloody city, Babylon.
It's like Ezekiel 35, you read that verse?
Nope, that's it.
It's like. Yeah, they hate blood, man. I don't want to spoiler alert. Hey, Ezekiel 35, it says. Hey, it says.
I just read it for you. Next verse. I'm gonna reread 5 again, and I'm gonna read down. Ezekiel 35:5, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end. Therefore, as I live, says the Lord power, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Since thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee.
That's right. So since you didn't hate blood, hey, we just read Nahum. Let's go break it down. I ain't got us.
This is Nahum 3:1. Woe to the bloody city! It is full of lies, robbery, and prey departeth not.
Lies and robbery, and the prey departeth not. They refuse to let us go, man. Because we the prey, man. We the sheep, he the lion. You see? Hey, but real soon that's gonna be flipped around, man. Michael just popped in my head, about being those young lions in the midst of sheep.
Yeah. The last should be first, the first should be last. It's gonna switch, man. The food chain is going to
because he turns turning the things upside down, You guys, you hold something?
Lamentations 4:22.
Brother, you hold something.
This is Lamentations 4:21. Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwelleth in the land of Uz. The cup also shall pass through unto thee. Thou shalt be drunken and shall make thyself naked.
And you see that transition, man. It's taking place right before our eyes, man. Sirach, I believe it's 25, says, the 9 things that make me happy, and the 10th I will utter with my tongue. And the 10th one is what? Him to see it, that liveth to see the joy of the fall of his enemy. Roughly paraphrasing, man. It's beautiful, bro.
The other part, see, in the lamentation of the
No, that's Conan.
Yeah, that's Conan.
Good quote, though. Go ahead, brother.
But it will happen, all right?
Yeah.
It will happen.
Yeah.
All right, the scripture talks about, it said, tell the women to make handkerchiefs. Now, I was talking about Jake, but now it's switching, man. The shit we went through, they finna go through. Now it's daytime for they women to make handkerchiefs so they can cry all day. So, I may be putting two scriptures together. There's like, go get the lamenting women. Go get women so they can lament.
Oh, skillful in lamentation?
Yeah, the water. Yeah. The other one, handkerchief, is different. Go get women that's skillful in lamentation, man. So it's gonna be the same thing for them. Hey, but the difference is, it says in Job, they wasn't.
Widows shall not weep.
Widows ain't gonna weep, man. They gonna be happy anyway. They want to be with niggas, man. Like you had our women that sold out and wanted to be with Esau. Sure.
This Lamentations 4:22. The punishment of thy iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. He will no more carry thee away into captivity. He will visit thy iniquity, O daughter of Edom. He will discover thy sins.
Yep. And your skins is just like how the Lord said that he gave an analogy about you poured it out on top of the rock. You didn't cover it with dirt. The blood is poured, basically the blood is all out in the open, man. Your sin is out in the open. Well, Esau Edom, his sins is all out in the open, man. He's been exposed. And we're witnessing the transition of the kingdom, man. Sirach 10:8, it speaks about through unrighteous dealings and injuries got by deceit. One kingdom is translated from one people to another, man. We're witnessing the translation, man. Y'all Basham, y'all Sharatazah, man, we can endure to the end. And man, Deuteronomy 30:7, the Lord's starting to bring these curses upon our enemies, man. That's that cup.
Lamentations 1:21. It says, they have heard that I sigh, there is none to comfort me. All my enemies have heard of my trouble, they are glad that thou hast done it.
So they all rejoiced at us, man. So you got camps out here teaching heathens can make you crazy.
They all say, aha, you get 36, the Lord ain't dealing with it, man.
That's right. That's right.
So all heathens, man. And the regular heathens.
In Jeremiah, it says every one of them,
Thou wilt bring the day that thou hast called, and they shall be like unto me. It says, let their wickedness come before thee, that exposed. It says, and do unto them as thou hast done unto me for all my transgressions. For my sides are many and my heart is thick. And Revelation 18 says, what, their sins are reaching to heaven. You know, and that's they're gonna get they're gonna get a double, man. And I believe there's one that says that we're gonna get a double, so they're gonna get even quadruple.
Well, they still double for so, but they're gonna get double what we got. We got double, so that was punishment.
They gonna get fucked up.
Right.
They gonna get fucked up, man.
Because they still fucking us up to this day, man. There's so much shit that they doing to us, man. You know, they gotta pay for all of it. Shoot, us breathing this air, man, it's still doing something to us, man. You know?
Concrete.
Hey, but even
I'm
still,
telling myself, I gotta meditate more terror on these
Yeah.
devils, man. I gotta start thinking some more shit.
but even still, okay, real quick. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Bible
Okay.
stuff.
This is Ezekiel 35 and 12. 25. So Ezekiel chapter 25 and 12. Thus saith Yahweh power, because that Edom have dealt against the house of Judah by taking vengeance, and have greatly offended and revenges himself upon them.
Mm-hmm.
Therefore, thus saith Yahweh power, I will also stretch out my hand upon Edom, and will cut off man and beast from it,
Mm-hmm.
and I will make it desolate from Teman, and they of Dedan shall fall by the sword.
Keep going.
Sloppy, because the devil ultimately is what they committed a partial genocide on us. They're gonna be completely wiped out. At the end of the day, they're gonna be used up and completely wiped out, man. They're gonna get that full genocide.
Quick precept on that. Yeah, this Obadiah 1 and 10. For thy violence, huh? Oh, you want to read?
Hey, Salaki, you hold the Obadiah. Can you read the next verse in that Ezekiel 35?
Yeah.
25.
It's all good. Ezekiel 25 and 13. Oh no, you said the next verse. Salaki. 14. And I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people Israel, and they shall do in Edom according to my anger.
So that's the Lord gonna put a spirit on us to fuck these motherfuckers up that we can't even understand. So yeah, meditate terror, but shit, even still, you know,
Lord's anger.
yeah.
And he said he's angry with the wicked every day.
Yep.
Yes, we're gonna reach a new level of what Elder Wright called festivity. One of my favorite words.
And according to my fury, and they should know my vengeance, said Yahweh power.
That's it.
That's
And he said, Psalms 149 says, to execute the judgments upon them is written.
This is Psalm 149
Our brothers in the spirit.
and 6. Verse, verse 6. Let the high praise of Yahweh be in their mouth, and a sword in their hand, to execute vengeance upon the heathen, and punishments upon the people, to bind their kings with chains, and their nobles with fetters with honor, and execute upon them the judge of men. This honor have all that his saints praise you the Lord.
Right. And then Isaiah 14, it says, take away. I'm just kidding. I don't want to fuck it up. It's a lot. Isaiah 14 and 21.
Oh yeah.
No, percent slide.
I got it. Isaiah 14, verse 21. Prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise, nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities.
Yeah, man. It's preparing slaughter for sin. What did he slaughter?
Fine. This is Isaiah 14, verse 21. Prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquities of their fathers.
Right. So you gotta pay for what your forefathers did, man. And you are your forefathers if you can receive it, man.
You know what I'm saying? So you just gotta pay for the shit. You gotta pay. It says they love to say, "Oh, that was a long time ago. That was my forefathers and stuff." Scripture say you gotta pay for that, man. You reap what you sow. Yeah, you reap what you sow. And the Lord said He requires that which is past, man. Man. And then I'm gonna say, you want to keep going to that?
Oh yes, yeah.
Keep going to that.
Come. Isaiah 14 and verse 21. He has slaughtered for his children, for the iniquities of their fathers, that they do not rise nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities.
Right. So if you kill the male child, what's that? That race no longer exists, man.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what Esau was getting, man. Hey, through the hands of the Israelites, execute the judgments written, man. Hey, we're gonna fucking eradicate you devils, man. The Lord, through the Lord's anger, His judgment's gonna happen. You want that? So I got it for you. Ecclesiastes 3. You find it? Yeah. Okay.
This is Ecclesiastes 3 and verse 15. That which have been is now, and that which is to be have already been, and Yahweh will require that which is past.
Right. So, well, how can a motherfucker fix their mouth and say, how many times did the Messiah talk about Esau? Hey, look, it's all throughout the scripture. He's the Lord, man. The Lord required that which is past. Esau, hey, that check bounced. All right, the Lord is coming to collect on that tab, man. Esau was through.
I don't want to play. You had made a statement and you said what Esau thought to do unto us, right? By committing that genocide or attempted or shit, he fucked us up, you know. But it shall be done unto him, man.
Hey, the scripture said we would have been in Sodom unless the Lord left us in Arabia.
That's right.
The genocide would be fully set. We'd all be fucked, man.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, they would deceive the very elect. Hey, there would be no flesh left. The Lord blessed. We all have been fucked up.
And it says that the Lord changed, Malachi 3:6, the Lord changes not. Therefore, you sons of Jacob are not consumed. Come on, man.
This is Malachi 3 and 6. For I am the Lord, I change not. Therefore, you sons of Jacob are not consumed.
See? So the Lord kept His promise, man. You know, the Lord, He stands on His word. He said He put His word above His name. His word will not go out void, man. Meaning it's going to accomplish it. Whatever He said, man, is shit. It's going to play out, you know? But I got into the law real fast. It's Deuteronomy 19 and I'm gonna get straight to the point, verse 18. It says, and the judges shall make diligent inquisition, and behold, if the witness be a false witness and have testified falsely against his brother.
And what that Psalm 50 say? That thou slanderest thy mother's children.
That's right. Verse 19. Then shall he do unto him as he had thought to have done unto his brother. So shalt thou put the evil away from among you. So, so what you thought to do unto us, and then look, the accuser of thy brethren, he go to the Lord, and
you caused the offense.
Yeah, you know. So what you attempted to do unto us, man, it's gonna be done unto you, man.
That's why you practice throwing got an opioids, bitch.
Yep. Yep. Hey, you got an example of that, man. Those two wicked ass elders, they tried to put was it Susanna? Yep. They tried to put Susanna to death, man. Hey, the judgment they gave unto her, man, was put back onto their ass, man.
I gotta put this up real quick. This Exodus 21 and 16. And he that stealeth the man and selleth him, or if he be found in his hand, he should surely be put to death. That's for example.
That's right. That's right. And the Lord gonna come back and he'll be found in his hand.
It's perfect. He said they refused to let us go.
That's right.
If you let us go, you wouldn't have to go through this shit. The extra part of it, at least. Babylon let us go. They didn't get fucked up like that. I mean, of course, it's written that way. You know? Hey, but y'all so stupid. Y'all so wise and yet so dumb.
This is 2 Thessalonians chapter 1, verse 6. Seeing there's a righteous thing with the Most High to recompense tribulation to them that trouble you. Hey, and what didn't we just break down the wicked is there? We're going into Esau, right? Hey, so they're just cut all that Jesus, love doctrine. Hey, because our Lord is a man of war, man. All right. Hey, so hey, it says a false balance is abomination to the Most High, man. And here you touch the apple of the Most High's eye,
Like
man.
that right here.
Yeah.
This is Zechariah 2 and verse 8. For thus saith Yahweh of hosts, after the glory hath he sent me unto the nations which spoil you. For he that toucheth you toucheth the apple of his eye.
And that's the spirit, man. Hey, you touch the beauty of the Most High's eye, man. Hey, you gonna get fucked up. Simple as that. I got a quick one. This is Micah 4:13. Arise and thresh, O daughter of Zion. I will make thy horn iron, and I will make thy hooves bread. And thou shalt beat in pieces many people. And I will consecrate their gain unto Yahweh, and their substance unto the Lord of the whole earth. And that's what's going to happen to heathen nations, man. Hey, in second Ezra says, hey, the ones that also come at them, they're nothing but spittle. No, I ain't dealing with you heathens, man. No, that's the shit.
You was on some church?
Now, this is
Let us go.
Jeremiah 51 and 35. The violence done unto me and to my flesh be upon Babylon.
What's that about? Should I call that out again?
This is, Jeremiah 51 verse 35.
Mm.
The violence done to me and to my flesh be upon Babylon. Shall the inhabitant of Zion say, and my blood upon the inhabitants of Chaldea shall Jerusalem say. You know, it's like everything that happens to us, man. What happened to you? Everybody go back to Deuteronomy 30 and such. You know, and hey, you clearly see that transiting, you know, from the curses, the opioids,
Homelessness,
homelessness,
loss of employment.
being shot.
Right. Hey, y'all have the cops killing our niggas, and you just got regular students killing crackers.
Right.
Shit. Hey, the scripture say, eye for eye, tooth for tooth, life for life. He that killed the sword must be killed with the
Got that
sword.
right
That's
here
it.
too. This is Revelation 13 and verse 10. He that leads into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the pages that faith of the saints.
And that's the hard. That last line is so hard. It's the patience and faith of the saints. The saints. Everybody want to be a saint. Everybody is so-called a Bible believer, but you motherfuckers don't want to see your enemies get punished. Man, that's a big part of the Bible, man. Hey, King David wrote songs about it. He said, "Hey, I will cry to the Lord, he will hear me. You shall cry to the Lord, he will not hear you. He shall help me, he will not be there for you." Like he boasts like, he gonna help me, he ain't gonna help you. What Bible do y'all? What do y'all read, man?
They don't.
Are you okay now?
This is Psalms 137 and 7. It says, remember
Salakia. That very part, remember, forget slavery. He's all telling us to forget everything that involves us. We supposed to remember 9/11. Supposed to remember which they did to themselves. Supposed to remember that bullshit Holocaust. He's supposed to remember Rome. He's supposed to remember Rome. Celebrate Rome and shit. When in Rome, but fuck slavery. Fuck what we've been through. Fuck fucking up the Gadites, Native Americans. Fuck taking the Mexicans, man. The niggas, man. Remember, go ahead.
Remember, O Yahweh, the children of Edom, in the day of Jerusalem, he said, raise it even to the foundation thereof.
And that race right there is like erase. They were saying destroy it, man. They wanted to take us down. They didn't give a fuck.
Of 70 AD.
Yeah, hey, shit. Yep, 70 AD they did, and also now, man.
Even the Babylonians. When the Babylonians came and destroyed the first temple, in the book of Obadiah, it says even thou was as one of them. Esau was with the Babylonians, man, when they destroyed the first temple. When you read the first Esdras, I believe it's the 4th chapter, don't quote me on it, but it says the Edomites destroyed our temple, man. You know, so the Edomites were with the Babylonians when they destroyed the first temple. 70 AD, the Romans destroyed our second temple. And here they trying to destroy us now all over again, man. It's that perpetual hatred continually being shown.
They're trying to destroy the third temple, not the one Trump talking about.
Right.
Old daughter, verse 8.
They try to use the second temple prophecy, but Trump in the third, you fake Jews out there exposed, man.
Mm-hmm.
Revelation 2:9, man. Hey, I know that you're fucking not Jews, man, but the devil. I'm paraphrasing.
Verse 8.
Somebody say it. Somebody.
Okay, sorry. Okay, Psalms 137:8. O daughter of Babylon, who are to be destroyed, happy shall he be that rewarded thee as thou hast rewarded, served us. Happy shall he be that taketh and dashes thy little ones against the stone.
Right. And that proves that Esau Edom is Babylon. Man. That's the daughter of Babylon.
Right.
It's a happy shall it be that give you what you done to us, man. All right? You thought to make us desolate, to erase us, and we're going to do that to you, devil. So we're going to erase you. God, I got a precept. Hey, this is Jeremiah 49:10. Oh, I'm going to start at 9. And grape gatherers come to thee, but they not leave some grain and grapes. If thieves by night, they will destroy till they have enough. So that's what Esau did, right? But I have made Esau bare. I have uncovered his secret places. And he should not be able to hide himself. So we're gonna do that to y'all, man. We ain't gonna stop like as if we ain't got enough, man. We destroy you, man. Through the power of Yahweh and Yahweh shine. And he should not be able to hide himself. His seed is spoiled, and his brethren and his neighbors, and he is not. All right, man. So he is not, man. And that not means no more. He's gonna be fucking through, man.
He's gonna be back in his low position, the basis of the base, and then after that 1,000 years of cold hard slavery, man, he's gonna be exterminated. You know.
It's Obadiah, bouncing off what you said. You know, saying the same thing. Obadiah 1:5. If these came to thee robbers by night, how art thou cut off? Would they not have stolen till they had enough? If the grape gatherers come to thee, would they not leave some grapes? Saying the exact same thing, man. You know, all they do is take, man. They have enough, man, but they just want to keep taking. Like, for example, I could say like hip hop, man. All it came out of just struggling. You know what I'm saying? We talking about the shit that we going through, and yet they took that over. You know what I'm saying? Verse I'm gonna jump to 10. For the violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. And that's what's gonna happen to them, man. They're gonna get cut off forever, man. There ain't gonna be no more Edomites after their captivity, man. And yeah, you're fucked.
This is Galatians chapter 6. It's like 5.
You said Galatians
5 and it's like 6. Like, yeah, Galatians 6 and 7. Be not deceived, the Most High is not mocked, but whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap. And what the scripture say? Violence cover him as a chain, man. You know? Esau has done nothing but shit fucking wickedness, man. Through this whole earth, man. Hey, he fucked. Hey, this I'm not sure how big is it now, but last time I checked, there's island plastic in the ocean, twice the size of Texas, man. And there's space pollution. This nigga gotta go, man.
Yeah. Down to food, everything, man. What we breathe. Man, just everything, man. Shit, we can't fucking wear a condom. Yeah, we gotta wear condoms. You know, that's some diseases and shit. there's cancer. Like cancer is like so big. Like I don't know if it was that big in the 90s.
Because of business.
There's cancer in the meat. They cut out the cancer in the meat.
So Esau makes money off of it.
And it said, but well, we'll say, and your body is acidic. The thing, Esau the goddamn devil.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
because the brother said we read the scripture in Jeremiah and Obadiah that the great gatherers came where they had gathered enough. This is Sirach 14:8. The envious man hath a wicked eye. He turneth away his face and despises men. Who was the envious man? It says Jacob hated not Jacob, but Esau hated Jacob for his blessing. Right? It says through envy of the devil came death into the world, right? What's in Solomon 10, the last couple of verses. It says, verse 9, a covetous man's eye, Esau Edom, he's that covetous man, is not satisfied with his portion, and the iniquity of the wicked drieth up his soul. So he ain't satisfied with what he has, man. This verse 10, a wicked eye envieth his bread, and he is a niggard at his table, man. So he want to take, and give as little back as possible, man. And niggard means stingy, you know. And that's Esau Edom, man. That's why the brother read earlier, Proverbs 29:2. When the wicked are in authority, the people mourn, man.
Righteous. Well, yeah. Slap.
But
What did you bring up?
Sirach 14. But I was told in Genesis 9, verse 6, it says, whoso sheddeth man's blood, by man shall his blood be shed. For in the image of the Most High made he man. So, hey, the Lord we read Ezekiel 25, said, I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people Israel, man. We read in Psalms 137, you know, as you rewarded us, it's going to be done unto thee. I don't know if we read the Revelation 18.
I got it right here.
18:21.
18 and 6. This is Revelation 18 and verse 6. Reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her, double according to her works, in the cup which she hath filled to her double.
Filled to her double, man. You see? So that cup is passing over to Esau Edom. According to Jeremiah 25, the 25th chapter, all you nations is going to drink of this cup, man.
Obadiah said it.
I got it right here. It's Obadiah chapter, verse 15. For the day of the Lord, it's like verse 15, Obadiah verse 15. The day of Yahweh is near upon all the heathen. As thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. Thy reward shall return upon thy own head. For as ye have drunk upon my holy mountain, so shall all the mountain, so shall all the heathen drink continually. Yet they shall drink, and they shall swallow down, and they shall be as though they had not been.
That's right. That's right.
I got a scripture for all the nations. This is First Maccabees 2 verse 10. What nation have not had a part in her kingdom and got no first spoils?
So every last one of you gonna pay. Yeah. Saying, like you said, Esau Edom was at the forefront of it. He was at the spearhead. So hey, he gonna get it the worst, man.
Right.
Scripture says we're gonna have Hamite taskmasters over Esau, man. So the Hamites gonna be beating your ass, man. While we beating their ass, while we beating your ass too.
Right. So you fucking other heathen nations, y'all gonna get it too, man. Y'all gonna get it just not as bad, but y'all gonna get fucked up, man. Y'all do all types of fucking wickedness, man. You fucking goops, torturing you fucking dogs and shit, man. Doing all types of fucking shit to the animals, man.
Yeah, they
Eating them alive,
Eating them alive.
cooking them
Man,
alive.
I got something for your asses, man.
Yeah, they gonna pay because they took that crafty counsel against them. Psalm 33, man. You know, so they gotta pay for that shit. It's like you jumped in the bed with Esau, and we gonna light that bed on fire, motherfucker.
And you think they would learn during the Persian Empire, man? Haman gathered all the nations together to come against us, and what happened? The Lord delivered us out of that situation, man. You know, and that's what's gonna happen this go around again, man. What was about? Anybody hold anything?
This is Psalms 2 and 8. Ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen for thine inheritance, and the uttermost parts of the earth for thy possession.
You got it, Revelation 2:26.
This is it says, thou shalt break them with a rod of iron, thou shalt dash them to pieces like a potter's vessel.
Hey, and that's what's gonna happen, man. Yeah, how about Shamyal Sharatazar, man? We a part of that, man. You see? You get to see the whole transition, man.
Yeah, hey, you gotta be desiring and rule over these leaders, man. You ain't down with owning these slaves and this, you just
Right.
you don't want to join this piece of shit. Yeah, black Christian.
This is for the translation.
That's why, and that's why the scripture says, hey, those that join hand with the wicked shall be surely thrust through, man. And you want to we see on the other side, man.
Yeah. Love you in the kingdom.
Right.
This is Revelations 2 and 26. It says, and he that overcometh and keepeth my work to the end, to him will I give power over the nations, and he shall rule them with a rod of iron, as the vessel of a potter's house. Shall they be broken to shivers, even as I received in the law.
Hey, and that's written in red, baby. You know? So, hey, man, he that overcometh, man. How about Shamyal Sharatazar, brothers? That's why, hey, shit, that's what we doing for, man. You know? To atone for our sins, man. To do right by our Heavenly Father. To do right by our Lord, Yahweh Shai. He gave his life for us, man. So, hey, why not do this, man? Says we are bought with a price, baby. Let's do it. That's the hope, man. Hey, the Lord said, do you think that servant, after he do what he was supposed to do, he said, I troll not. Say I'm an unprofitable servant. I have done what was my duty to do. We getting a reward for doing what the fuck we supposed to be doing anyway, man. An amazing award, man. One that I myself don't feel like I'm worthy of. But as my king said, King David said, hey, Lord, do as thou hast said. So, hey, man, I'm praying I'm one of those men, man. You know, I pray we one of those men, you know.
I got one more. This is Revelation 14, verse 12. Here is the patience of the saints. Here are they that keep the commandments of Yahweh and the faith of Mashiach.
That's right. And so keeping that faith and patience is hoping that you're gonna be redeemed. Psalms 58, man. Sure that reward with the Lord, man. Right? That he reward them that wait on him. He's gonna wash our feet in the blood of our enemies, man. He's gonna bring us destruction. So with that, all praises on the glory to
Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh Shah,
Shalom.